know what the hell happened to my cell phone. The one with the chip in it. I just remember my person coming in this morning saying, "Do you want something like this?" And I had fell asleep with it right there at the head with this phone too. And now it's not there. But there's some very vital images on that phone. The phone like got everything on it, like all my images of the children over the past couple years. And it's so funny because I just seen a clip of that Nazaria girl, and I was about to match up that picture with something else. It just had me think about that dream. That my daughter said that she had. And a girl, somebody is about to die with a smile on their face. Maybe it's this LaRasha 23 and me. This who been canvassing. But see, that's why I said they're trying to say that somebody is the black cat. No, that's not me. Sekhmet, that was about integrity. Sekhmet, that was about the bloodbath. It was legit. You get what I'm saying? It wasn't somebody trying to do a genocide or wipe out a certain race. You get what I'm saying? Okay. It wasn't trying to wipe out it wasn't genocide. Okay. That's one thing we need to know about that. And again, like I said, these people that's a part of these secret societies and these background programs, that's the only difference between them and us that have the essentials. Is that they've been working with the government or something like this with this whole plight to get Trump back into the office so all of them can run Trump. There's some kind of something here when it comes to somebody being compromised. And like I said, with the whole thing of them giving that body away, what did they do? They gave that body away and I created another one. The tarot community. You get what I'm saying? But like I said, it doesn't matter because everybody that it's almost like this giving energy or this open energy or whatever. You know, whatever somebody create, all these other people want to tag it, put their name on it. You get what I'm saying? And nobody can do that in this case because this is my energy that this feather or whatever took from me at a young girl and gave it to these people in order to make them in the likeness of me. But they needed somebody that was like them, these killers or these scammers or whatever this is. And they knew that they was not going to get that out of me. So all them kids and stuff missing, like I said, in Michigan, in this Motor City or in this we already did, somebody just showed me this video, but I already did that video. I already did that video about the Nazaria girl because I think that could be, and that it wasn't really in Michigan or something. It could have been right here in the area where I live because that little girl looked like my daughter if she lost a whole bunch of weight. Or if I really had two children that time, they took one of the twins. They took one of the twins. Or that is that child that lost a lot of weight that was taken by a potential masculine here. So I don't know if that storyline is true of like, we see some roots coming up from this golden palace. So this could be something getting dug up from underneath the house here. This could be the sacrifice here. Because the candy canes and these, like I said, the Albaron, the Parham, whoever these people are, that could be what they did. They could have changed this child out like 3 years ago. And once you see, like I never seen the differences throughout the time. Excuse me. But once you do see it, you know, it's hard to, but see, I got my images or whatever and things like this to keep track of it. But I'm wondering, I don't know, because I'm hearing, I'll never forget you. So these are people like hovering energies. The government know that they put these bots in here or something like this, even if these were bots that was working off these family members. And all of this in and out activity or something, like somebody has changed for good now. Could be even a child and a spouse, or somebody that's in the likeness of a spouse. And all still sins, but whatever this is this John Benet Ramsey. It's the same ritual. It's the same ritual. The same. But that's my phone with my SIM card in it. And I just took apart the whole couch and I cannot find it. It was sitting there. I mean, somebody could have put it somewhere, or this is the big it. Somebody that could have been living around here, if the door was unlocked, somebody could have came in and took that phone, and they knew that I would have the old picture of this daughter. And then, see, because it's different when people lose a lot of weight, right? Or they're malnutrition or something like this. It could be different. But also this could be this Gemini energy too, though. Because I found a picture of my daughter. It was like an ancient book or something. And I looked at this lady in this book. That could be why this West energy is out here. Because somebody was trying to finesse the mother. But then when they seen I wasn't being finessed, they just went quiet. They just went silent. They just went silent. And this could have been them trying to get me to breed this daughter. Like, that's why I'm saying, like, they needed this child to be around me for a certain amount of time. So they took this child around between 10 and 13. Okay. There could be also Islam's way of, so Islam is not doing anything legit here. This is why there should be the ban, because they're kidnapping children or something like this and cloning them. They're not asking the mother, can I have your child, or anything like this. That's why I'm saying these people went Islam. This would, or they could have been forced into it, right? Or they could have been met with the GI tract. Somebody could be doing something with somebody's GI tract. But it all stems into all these people here that feel like they're going to be in some foundation or something. This is like a conglomerate of people here. It's like ratchet. But see, it's something about somebody leaving this much for this child. So the money could have been, they could have changed the money to this child. Whatever finances or something, they could have changed it to this child here. And then the clone version or the old version, if they took these children, just like I said, they turned them into murderers or something like this. Just like them 3 or 4 children a couple months ago that killed that boy. You wonder if these are the real villains here, or are these people just taking a fall from other people? Say my breed is different, whatever I bred is different. If they take these children, and so say these people took these children 20 years ago from me and replaced them. They bred these children to be murderers or do the shit or do the dirty stuff, like made them black or latrine cleaners, or made them in contentment like our Native American deck. And so I'm supposed to be surprised when I see a child, like, because they know that my eyes work different than other people's eyes, than the regular public. So when I see them, I'm supposed to be shocked that I spent all my time. I'm telling you, this is this mother energy, because this Gale Force energy, because if I'm telling y'all, we keep going back to that conversation when my mom was trying to convince me to go to school for nursing. And I'm like, no, we already made the decision. I'm staying home with the children and whatever. So somebody wanted to ruin your children one by one because you just lived your life differently. Like I said, these people are from the background. There's like a shadow government, or it's like a shadowy energy here. It's something in between. It's something in between the good and the bad. It's like the gray area. So this would be, like I said, if these people couldn't approach me for the past 20 years because they had somebody else playing my mother, or something like my mother playing my mother in the Truman Show. These are people that's in the background that have been putting money, or my money, into technology and all this other shit in some company put with my name on it possibly, and doing all this dirty shit. And then they're going to fly off and go move to another country or something. It's like, and then pile something on somebody. But it's like, I have so many other things that I am programmed in this season to have so many other things on my mind. You see what I'm saying? And it's kind of hard. I feel like this is something to do with like programming, because as long as you have a child that look close enough, you don't want to think that this is this deep, but it is that deep. You get what I'm saying? And I feel like there's a disassociation here. There could be like a disassociation Because you also have people riding on you to try to make you look mentally ill. So if you go to the police with some kind of outlandish, you know what I'm saying, they're going to automatically start putting you on that trail. I mean, you have to be very careful with this. So there, like I said, there will be some sacrifices or something, but was it supposed to be at the hands of these people or murder or something? I don't think so. Most of these people are just checked out already. They're being used by something. So Sekhmet was not about just going out there killing people. That's why I'm saying these people like, oh, Egypt, they just like to use these names and stuff like this or whatever. They don't know nothing about it. The real nature of these individuals is not embedded in these people. Nobody would respect these deities if they were the way that these people are trying to portray them in this day and age. These are like regular mere men, like, well, oh, you don't want to be with me? And they didn't even offer, these are not even men that's stepping up to you like, hey, you gonna be mine or something. No, they're not doing that. This is a new age trafficking because they know some of us they can't fuck with like that. They got to try to compromise you or get you in prison or something in order to get you on their team. These other women, all the other trees, they can go pick what they want, but they can't do that with the tree of life. But you did. But I think I did that video a while ago when I put the girl when I said that I was looking at some pictures of my alleged half sister Kiki. I was looking at her page and I seen some pictures of her daughter, and then there was a little girl that she had that looked like my daughter. There was a little girl that she had with her that looked like my daughter. And in her pictures, and I'm like, that's crazy. And I think I did the video that same day. Like, why is this little child that don't look like her daughter that look like my daughter, but somebody could have sacrificed their daughter to keep my daughter. So the little girl is kind of like she looked like a splice between my daughter and this girl that's supposed to be my half sister's daughter. But I just don't think that that's the half sister. I think this is this section of Islam or nation of Islam that played around with this lineage or played around with my destiny or played around with my finances or whatever this is here. It's something about these people also. Yeah, so this would be Antichrist, or these would be the people that Jesus will realize, I thought I knew these people, but I have not known these people. They should not be a part of any of this. So I guess they built their own thing. I guess they built that. But I'm telling you, this energy here, if LaRasha is a new age tech, this shit is about to fall on this person. Whatever they think that they building or whatever this is, it's about to fall on this person. These particular murders or whatever, if they swapped out my daughter and then they reprogram my family members here to have something to do with this or whatever, getting rid of this child. What is this? Mindy Copeland, okay? Because that house that Mindy Copeland was recording out of when she first started doing her videos, it was a very familiar, she was doing those videos, and then when I was taking my daughter to school one day, I seen the blinds, because her blinds was like ripped up some kind of way. And when I was driving my sister to school, I seen the blinds all kind of messed up or whatever. And I was like, damn, those look just like those blinds in that girl video that I be watching. But the funny thing is, the house is like 1 block away from the school. And the guy next door used to have like a sea green looking truck. He don't have it no more. But his dad used to come there, and he also got a truck just like his, but it's like a bluish green. And I was shocked because I seen his dad's truck sitting there. But see, that's why I said some people is trying to act like they are, I don't know what, this has to have something to do with some secret society. And remember, I told you guys I was picking up that they were having a child in the neighborhood, passing the child house to house or some shit like this. So again, these people are just taking, and see, that's why I'm saying they understand what they're doing, taking my intellectual property and spreading it out, because then I can't be as thorough. They're afraid of how thorough I can be. But even if I'm not having this extra whatever this is, I'm still able to surpass most of these readers. It's something weird like this. So again, this could be even a situation if they cloned my spouse and a child or something, and then they sent these people off in some type of incestual relationship or some shit like this. Like, I'm not here to preserve or save nothing on anybody. You see what I'm saying? I'm here to open up the gate the fuck on everybody. You get what I'm saying? We got the sun. And it's just like, okay, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. So if that's the shadow energy that they have behind, if that's the shadow energy that they have behind all of this whole thing with Trump, I'm telling y'all, when Trump went to Pennsylvania, they already hijacked that person's energy. They already hijacked this person's energy. So the Greens are going to be running the president. It's not the and the Greens are These are like Omar Johnson, them children that they built in the underground. These are like all these other leaders or whatever that were jealous of the new leader that was going to come up and finalize this shit, even though they refused to pass the torch. Like put me through certain schools and stuff like this. These people were supposed to be guiding me with my finances to do this, but they took something else in my likeness. Because like I said, they knew they weren't going to be able to get me to fold or bend to their secret societies or whatever this is. Yeah. So we have love yourself energy here, but we do that over here. We don't have to kill people to love ourselves. Like everybody is the enemy. Like everybody is guilty. This is like some type of some weird child sacrifice. It's like you finding out that these people are sacrificing your energy like this, and they're like, oh, and then they just start messing around with your children or something like this. I don't know. Like the veil is supposed to be, and again, there's no savior but yourself. So when we talk about Christ or whatever, removing the veil, only Christ can remove that veil. It will even be only from my eyes. I mean, it will also be me removing it from my eyes as well. So I'm really good at putting information out there to unveil other people's, but there's some shit that has been done to me where I have to also work on unveiling or removing that veil from my own self with my surroundings. You get what I'm saying? But that would be somebody also trying to push you into push you out of the Holy Spirit's energy. It's not a comfort zone. It could be about survival. It could be means of survival, actually. The thing is not me having to forcefully run around to all these places by myself, right? Like this, my thing is to draw attention, and there is people that handle these particular things. Yeah, it'd be nice if I could find these people, or I could track them down or something like that. But that's distracting me from also giving off this light that's not supposed to be used to do that. I give the light as a queen or a president figure, and then these people are supposed to handle the shit. But if they're all compromised by this group, then we fucked up here in America. And that's why they're trying to keep me stranded or keep me out in the outskirts of something mentally, physically, spiritually, even physically. Yeah, so we got rejuvenation. This is a serial killer here. Also, serial numbers. What they're doing is removing the VIN numbers or the serial numbers off of people, places, and things, and then renaming them. All right? And then the criminals are the ones that they think they're going to put in these places here as the top. It's not a 1% no more. It's like 25%. It's not 1% anymore. It's like 25%. And the way that these people got their way in is by blackmailing higher ups and making them so now the new Christ is these flower people, or these people that follow people around and record them in their privacy and then exploit them in order to gain power. So that's the new Christ. So again, I was watching something and they like, oh, with Lasher, I was watching Mayfair, which is like, oh, with Lasher, if they tell them that, they're going to worship him instead of you. I'm not really looking for worship. I'm just looking for order. We're looking for order. Because I don't understand what would make a man harm their original child, the child that they love more than anything, unless somebody had already swapped out this man. Unless somebody already swapped out this man. That's the only way that I could see it. That the man was not the original man. And like I said, true love is not when you have to love bomb somebody in order to recreate something through them in order to take that and love that. That's why I say anybody that show fake love, they don't really know how to love, or they choose when to love, how to love, why to love. They don't just naturally love. It's a bust. It's fake. It's fake. Like I said, these could be even people try to whip you into submission. You like, nah, I ain't fucking with it like that. I don't feel like you true or something like this. I don't feel like you being true. And then they'll start ruining your whole life. And then now we telling the truth, or we speaking this and digging this shit up from the ground. And now you mad because but your whole thing was to take something from somebody and create something else. You never cared what the person was true. I was in the right for trying to block you or running or going in the other direction when it came to you. You get what I'm saying? I'm in the right by denying you or not talking to you or saying you can't have these positions or whatever. I'm in the right by calling out these things, even if many people can't understand. We don't know. There could be other powerful, yeah, you got your Christ, but you could have other chosen ones that could have powerful techniques that God already measured them to think or know that they would at least start off doing good in these positions. For these people, they might be able to call out something even before I do or hear what I say and then call out something and actually get it done. You see what I'm saying? So there's other conduits here. Their point is trying to make them some their creations shine brighter than source. What? I don't know where the hell my phone at. It's like, dude, I'm gonna be speaking like the king until I see things cleaned. I don't want the techie boys, young childish people in my sector. It's like calling awareness to these divisions and having them shut down and then see where somebody, if they're gonna be haughty like they think that they are. You get what I'm saying? Because this had to be a father that did this to ruin or sabotage a daughter's coming out party or her coming into her full energy or her full this would be also somebody finding somebody in innocence and try to ruin them. And it's just, if anything, we're gonna show here the truth about the true colors of these people that hide behind images and lies and hide in other people's houses or their vehicles or their bodies in order to get things done. These could be people changing documents. So like I said, if we make claims in the future, it will look like this is not you. It pisses me off that these people could have a version of me and they're using it as if I agree with these people's terms and conditions. That pisses me off. And that's going to be put to a stop. That would be looked at as raising your hand against your master. So if you want to go and be crazy and you want to go and you want to try to manipulate the energy, then we're just going to speak the truth about it. And as long as I know that we don't have a real president unless it was me, it is what it is. People are going to find out eventually. Like I said, and even if this is somebody that was pulling on the energy like, oh, just come join us or something, like, no, I'm never going to bow down to you. Or your ridiculous claims. Yeah, we have wolves in reverse and there's no respect for these people over here. Somebody don't have, these people are not a part of creation. This is a father that ruined their whole legacy of their whole family and their whole lineage for what he liked to stick his penis in. Or a husband or somebody like this. This is witchcraft. And what you going to say? We can't use the laws of witchcraft that was laid out centuries ago because... Okay, yeah, go tell Nene. That we can't bring these things back if we find out that people are practicing witchcraft. You mean to tell me that the casualty killing act, you want to act like we don't have no government, you want to act like you untamed as a nation, and that you want to do these things, that it could be brought back. It's never even been gone. So what? We got the wondrous opportunities here. Like I said, somebody's name could be Wonder, and this is in reverse. Okay, this person is not the key to anything. Okay, like I told you, these people are dealing with all these people that supposedly died. So people should be pissed off that a lot of these people, when it came to these black activists and all this Black Lives Matter, that these people weren't really dying. You were getting pissed off for no reason. They were taking these children into the underworld and then reprogramming them as like computer analysis and people that work with billing and coding. And now these are the people that's using simple things like billing and coding to manipulate your mind in your own households. You don't even need mind control or MK Ultra. The government is not spending money on putting all of you under MK Ultra, but these motherfuckers are. That's what I said. So if this is about who knows what or whatever, and somebody scooped my whole brains out, and I'm able to figure out these things that can give many people what Jesus was coming to do was bring info. Wasn't coming to physically go and take these people and shake them by their neck and make them do something. No, he was dropping gems, or she was dropping gems, so that people could do greater things with our assets, like the military, the police, and shit like this, and these drones. But you tried to fool everybody with that fake fucking war, while these people ravaged through the land and killed these fucking people, and then you think I'm gonna sit here and look at these people? You better not be associated with these motherfuckers, Donald Trump, because the whole fucking thing is gonna come down. I told you. We got some Aborigine people, or somebody can use Aborigine in their stage name or their YouTube name. All right. Just like I know that you gave some of these females that will be addicted to my energy because they would think that it remind them of my dad's energy, even the younger or the forever young version of my dad, the engineer version that went to school for that. That's why Anaya be knowing that channel. That's why they look a lot like Pam Parham, the younger version, or the forever young version of Pamela Parham. So we're talking about undying love or something like this. So they could have used me to start stirring up or finding these feminine energies. So that's how raunchy they is. My energy was is limitless, and this is what they use me for, matching them back up with their tarot, talking to me, going to the councils and Vatican and talk about me using tarot cards, and I cannot be the Christ, or I cannot be a Hierophant, but you're using me to find and spot your old girlfriends in the tarot community. You get what I'm saying? So that you can try to uplift them above me or something like this. Okay? But see, these are people that beheaded me. So what goes around comes around, and I don't give a fuck who you love. God don't care who you love. You know how many loves these people have had? And these are people that had some of us restricted. We've given love, but we haven't received real love our entire life. You think I care about that? And these are my rights. So every king, and even though these people were never supposed to be king, every king comes with their credentials or with their rules or their things that they're coming in the door. They kicking through the door with that shit. I just didn't want mine to be off of no scarring from childhood or nothing. I wanted mine to be like really, you know what I'm saying? I didn't want it to be coming from a place of trauma or childhood trauma or none of that shit. You see what I'm saying? Because whatever these people did to me, they didn't never do that shit in my reality. They didn't never do that shit in my reality. But if they were creating something like me, it doesn't mean that they can't be in my subconscious, which would be possibly, or your Akashic records, that would be where a lot of information that you're not privy of that could have happened to energies that were in your likeness could be stored, right? I wanted mine to be warranted and never questioned. And these people are somewhere over here in the east of the garden, or they somewhere in the east of where I am right now. So this could be that the school could have been involved that this daughter went to. So maybe the school log is something that would be important. When she was going to school, probably like in the 3rd grade, the school right up the street from my auntie's house, which means her children must have went there too when they were little. Over there by Root River. This could be the river right here. The Dad Re. The Dad Re. Or people, children that can be considered to be kings or princes. They could have drowned these people in the river. Like I said, these type of men like this, or who could be trying to say that my dad is Umar Johnson, and that's not the case. The ancestors that I deal with, they're ashamed of these people talk about Africa still. And I look at, like I told y'all before, I don't see that Africa done did shit for me over here in America, even if they thought I was one of their missing children. I don't see it. And that's the same thing I look at the black community. It's the same thing I look at a lot of different individuals or entities that's attached to this. Yeah, we got thirsty earth. These people could be trying to squeeze you to get you to feed them something because they're out of some kind of frequency and they're trying to act like they're not. They're trying to keep up some kind of facade or something like this. I'm tripping about my phone, y'all. Because either somebody took it, because I heard my daughter and my person walking out the door at the same time, but there could be somebody living in the neighborhood that could have took the phone. Because a couple days ago, I stopped on that picture and I'm like, oh my God. And I got like emotional when I seen the picture because the daughter don't look nothing like that 3 years later. But what I'm hearing is this could be the version that they took from that school when she went to the hospital. So these people could have staged this with the fire department or something like this. Okay. That also kind of looked like that Anaya girl, the Nazaria. So they could have spliced this child between a lot of our, whoever these women is that was surrounded by my father, including me. Even though I'm not with them in that realm, my DNA is very important to these people or something, or it was until they created a, but it still is. But let's let them think that it was. Let's think. Let's let them go with the trash that they created with China, and let's see how far they go with that. Because obviously, if somebody was out of the loop of something, some secret society or a group for 25 years, the motherfuckers never wanted you or me in it in the first place. And I don't think you're missing anything. Because I'm the real power, not them. So they're going to be at my feet. Whatever you created as well. Or they're going to be taking defeat. So they could even kidnap this spouse and have him get with somebody else or do something else at some point in time. Okay? Ancestral stories that are in reverse. Like I said, somebody is the light. That would be me, possibly the light, because these stories of these ancestors or these supposedly ancestors is in reverse because somebody is dealing with other people. But everybody, this is stupid. And somebody going to be in sorrow because you didn't even see this coming. That's why I said this is somebody that's like selfish or something like this. With sorrow and silence. There could be also this auntie, like I said, this Christine energy in reverse here. So this version of this dad could have died 10 years ago, but I think it was longer than that. I think also somebody's, if they cloned this father, one of the clones that they made of the father was going out doing sexual things. Either it was the father or it was a masculine energy that was in the likeness of a father or a feather figure was caught, or this is somebody. You know what I'm saying? This is somebody just practicing something or somebody not practicing what they preach. And that's all it takes. It takes them unfolding something like a man having sex with another man and your whole life could change. But somebody in Las Vegas or something is in, because now you got to listen to the rules of these people or else they're going to exploit you. And that's what I said. I can't look at a real man that'll be ready for his colony or his nation to be taken down because somebody going to see him doing something that he obviously wanted to do. Or, like I said, some people could be innocent and you didn't do it. And then, again, you're not going to get me on that shit either. Because if I know I didn't do it, then you can't, to my core, you're not going to mess me up. To my core, if I know I didn't do it. If I was a man and you recorded something that looked like me having sex with a man or a mask on that looked like me or something, I know it wasn't me. So you're not going to fuck with my core. You're not fucking with my core. Now, you might mess up my image, but who the fuck is these people? If God put me on a pedestal, that there's no limit. So what? See, somebody didn't want you sitting in a certain seat because they know that you could execute something and execute their ass on this activity, but somebody don't want to. They want to be in there rolling around with Swaller. They don't know nothing else. And how could the person that they try to keep in a black box all this time not to see nothing? They still can see brighter and higher than these people that call themselves so advanced in technology and all this other shit. I don't understand. We got the sound of spirit here. Like everybody was so eager or so excited to go low. We got obstacles. The only reason why I'm speaking of this way is because I'm seeing how they're trying to entangle somebody or an innocent person, could be me, into something. But I've already been talking about this already. It's already been spoken. It should be written in the heavens. So this could be, like I said, they could have took this child when this child was at school that long, and that's why the child looks so different or something like this. When they accidentally, somebody said that she had eaten a peanut butter sandwich in the lunchroom, which sounded ridiculous to me because my child always knew, even though there could have been some kind of discrepancies where we got the work done and they said it looked like she's not really, she is or she might not be, and then the paperwork got sent to another place one time, you know what I'm saying, to see if she was allergic to peanuts. So it's like as many times we went to go get her tested, we're never getting a clear answer. So we just said that she is, just to be on the safe side. And she accidentally gave her another girl's EpiPen, but we don't know what that could have been in that EpiPen. With this Epstein energy, we don't know what could have been in that pen, or if that's true, or did they do something else to the child. But all I know is I got the call to go to the emergency room or something, but I don't know. I can't even remember. I can't remember making it to the hospital. I can't remember nothing. And I know I remember seeing her sitting in the hospital bed, but I don't know if this was like a vision or something else. I don't know I don't know. Like, this is how these people are using whatever this technology. I don't recall. I know I wouldn't have said, hey, just go get her, I'll be there. No, I would have been. If somebody called me about my child or emergency, I was going to be there. So somebody is trying to say something like this here. What? Okay, tell you, mom. Uh-oh. I don't know what the whole reasoning for, sacrifice. So we got this love energy. This could be a friend from school or something. My child had one friend from school named Love. And every day they used to walk up to the end of the street together when I pick her up from this particular school. But that's what I'm saying. Oh. Sacrifice. Because if this energy is some kind of like bot or something, and this child is an aboriginal, they removed her from her origins, then you have a bot and somebody that's removed from their origins. But I don't know, there could be some kind of sacrifice here. Girl, hold on. Some kind of sacrifice here. And that's why I was saying, if you got a team of people around you, somebody is trying to leave the programming off or control it because they know that these are people that already studied my Akashic records or whatever like this. So it's like they already know that I'm going to come on here and say something every time. So when they send waltz of the birds, this means that they're letting somebody waltz off with something. But these birds is too busy stuck inside of this heart or this person right here trying to be cruel and steal everything from this person. These birds is thieves. They're not waltzing away with anything. Hey!
Mom, I get pizza.
Go tell your mom.
Mom, I put the pizza in the fridge.
You're not waltzing away with anything. You don't even have life in you. You're not waltzing away with anything. It's a trap, dummy. Self-limiting beliefs is what's going to take these people down. Hold on 1 second. Stop that yelling. Stop that yelling. You gotta calm down. Hold on, y'all.
I just said to her, your pizza is cooling down.
Okay.